Ziltek. Today we are going to see about data types in Python. Standard data types in Python. We need to have some, these are the standard data types in Python. We need to have some brief idea on it. So we have one int data type, float data type, complex, string, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. These are the standard data type we have in Python. So we already know Python is a dynamic type. Explicitly we cannot declare like int. Explicitly is not possible. In other programming language, we used to declare like int c equals to like 10. Int c equals to 10. This is we are mentioning. These are explicit. Explicitly we are mentioning. But Python is dynamic. We should not explicitly mention. Internally it will only take. Internally it will only consider as an int, float and complex. How it is going to be considered? What these things? That we will see. First of all, int is nothing but as a number format. Any integers, any number we call as a integer. Integers can be positive or negative, like 1, like 0. This also comes under integers only, like -3 or -4. This all comes to integer numbers 1 to 3. Float is nothing but a decimal point. A number which has a decimal, integral or decimal point or decimal value, then we call it as a float, like 0.4. This comes under float, or minus 0.4. This also comes under float only. 1, 2.35456. This all comes under floating point. This all comes under floating point. And remember, int and long double, long, there is no long in Python, because in some version, up to 2 version we have like long, but we do not have the long from 3 version, Python 3 version. So anything can be stored. How much long integer also you can store, that I will show, not worry. There is no limit here. And complex. This complex data type, the mathematics we used to be learn, like real part and imaginary part, like I and j. I plus j. I stands for like real part and j stands for like imaginary part, which is denoted by either capital J or small j. Either capital J or small j, a suffix with. It should be like you declare like 10 and 5. This we call as a complex. Complex we used to declare like this. String. How we are going to be string? String is nothing but anything enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. Anything we written in single quotes or double quotes comes under string only. There is no char. If you declare a in other programming language, we say it is a character. One letter is storing in a single quotes, we call it a character. No, Python there is no character. If you write in single quotes one letter also, it's treated as a string only. It's treated as a string only. You can write your name also. Let's see as string. List. This is a very important concept. List, tuple and dictionary. This comes under like a Python data structure concept, like this concept we learn later on. Each and every topic is a somewhat different concept. In depth we learn later on. But list is nothing but anything enclosed in square brackets. Whatever you write in square brackets with comma separated value, then we call as a list. List, if you write 1 comma 2, that is also a list. Or if you write in a list a comma b, that is also comes under list. That is a string list. You can write double quotes also, it comes under list. That also comes under list. Like this we can declare a list. And next, tuple. Anything enclosed in square brackets with comma separated value. Anything enclosed in double quotes in parenthesis. In parenthesis, anything closed in parenthesis we call it as a tuple with a comma separated value. Next, set. This is also mathematical concept only. Set we used to learn in our academics of school. Set is represented with a square brackets. Set represented with a square brackets. We can write anything inside a script like 1 comma 2 comma 3, this comes under sets. And next we have dictionary. Dictionaries also has a one, it has a key and value pair. It works with a key and value. For every key we need to have some value. Every key we need to have some value. But we used to declare in parentheses only. In parentheses like curly braces only. In curly braces only we used to represent in flower brackets, or you can say flower brackets also, curly braces also. Here we have key, colon, value. Key, colon, value. Each and everything is stored in key and column value. And remember, set and dictionary both will in curly braces. Both are stayed in curly braces. But what is the difference? How we can identify our compiler? That we'll see. That we'll see. How it is going to identify. If you write like this in a simple way, it is going to consider a set. If you write in a key and value pair, it is going with a dictionary. To know about more this concept, when you learn these two concepts in depth, you will have some more idea on that. We'll see with each and every example here. Now I'm declaring a equals to like 10. It is an integer. It is an integer. It is an integer. If I save this and if I run this, see, okay, that's an error. A equals to 10. Okay. How we can say our Python is considering it is an integer only? How it is say? By seeing the value. By seeing the value at the dynamic time, at the runtime it is deciding the value. What is that value? I can see what is considering as we can see with a one predefined method. We have one predefined method called type. We have Python has given one predefined method called type. What this type can take? Type can take a variable or an object. A variable or an object. It determines for that. It determines that type. See, type is a predefined function. Whatever we given here, variable or an object, it checks that data type. It checks that data type. Just I'm giving a, and just I'm saving this. I'm running this. You can see it is an integral. It is an integral. If you given minus, if you given like minus, that is also treated as integer only. This is about it. Now if I given like float, see, if I given float and if I run, see, float. And one more thing, there is no limit. It does not have any limit. You can store n number. It is like an object. Python, everything is like object only. See, you can store n number. So it's a float. The zeros are removed. It's not considering. One second. See, you can see. Suppose if it's a number, see, there is no limit. You can store n number of numbers you can store, digits you can store. Now coming to complex. Complex is where like real and imaginary part. Ten plus 4j. 10 plus 4j. Just I'm seeing. Is a complex data type. Is a complex data type. This is nothing but a complex, imaginary and real part. Now coming to the string, I already said anything enclosed in single quotes or double quotes can consider as a string. If you place a one single character, if you place a single character also, it's treated as a string. See, it is as a string. str nothing but a string. If you write n number of, see, write n number of characters also, it is a string. It treated as a string. Next. If you go with a list, square brackets, anything we written in square brackets, it's considered as a list. Yeah. Now I'm writing like 1 comma 2. Save this and run this. See, this is a list. Anything enclosed, anything we written or enclosed in square brackets comes under list. If anything you returning parenthesis, it will comes under like a tuple. See, I'm running this example. It is now tuple. Now, if we enclosed in curly braces, see, it comes under set or our interpreter directly it's considered a set. If I consider with a key and value pair, a key and value pair, like I'm taking as a name, Devi, like address, HYD. Now you see, save this and run this. 1 second. Okay. Nothing is a keys. I am taking like a names. That's the case here. I need to enclose in symbols. See, it's going to get. Or suppose in place of this, I want to go with like a 5. Just I'm saying the keys like 0. See whether it works or not. This works. No need. Keys can be anything. It will going to be work. This is about a dictionary. This is about our standard data types we need to have idea in Python. Int, float, complex, string, list, tuple, set and dictionary. These are the standard data types we have in Python. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and like the video.